AD-9's dark human experiments. The mole who facilitated them. As Yagami gets closer to the truth, the trap is sprung. Details come at the cost of Kaito's blood. And each word that Hamura, the Matsugane family captain, speaks pulls back the veil a little further.
So, fun fact, this little cutscene right here is actually at the end of the previous chapter. But I figured it made a little more sense to be at the beginning of this chapter.
Here he is, the man of the hour. Glad you could make it, Hamura. And you must be Patriarch Matsugane. It's a pleasure to meet you. Though if you ask me, dojo leadership should be better at keeping their dogs chained up.
Agreed. There is no excuse for how I acted.
Shioya-san, we're gonna make Hamura tell us who the mole is. Think he can keep us safe till then?
Maybe. Maybe not.
This is what Chairman Kajihiro wants. You don't want to disobey his orders, do you?
Well, that's rude.
I hate when people leverage my boss
I still
against
haven't
me.
paid you back for what you did to me. If you don't mind, I'd like to settle that first.
For what I did?
Oh, I didn't realize you wanted to get your ass beat a second time. What are you, a masochist?
Fine. Under one condition.
What?
Once you're done with him, you give Hamura to us.
Gladly. What, no witty comeback? I think that's a first for you.
Shut it. Get your fucking hands off me.
Hamura really needs to calm down. Also, why would they
This is
not
as good a spot as any.
handcuff his
You need
hands
any
behind his back?
Instruments. You just ask me.
Hopefully, it doesn't come to that.
I always find it weird
Now, I think
when
it's about
people
time
don't
we got some
handcuff
answers.
their hands behind you.
And you're gonna
It
give
is a
them to
little
us.
weird, but I think they
Should we take
realize
it from the
that
top?
Hamura's in no position to really do
First
anything.
off, the one in
I wouldn't
control
trust
of all
him, yeah.
this is Shono, the 89 researcher. How long have you been working for him? Murdering for him? I already have a pretty good idea. How about I guess? First time you used the mole was... for Hashiki, the vice director of the ADDC. He got beat to death 6 months ago, as you well know. Hashiki had a secret deal with Chairman Kajihira. Together, they were gonna poke holes in this 89 business and bring the ADDC to its knees. But Shono, the researcher in charge of the drug, had a big secret he needed to keep hidden. Hashiki's little investigation posed a big problem. That is, until he got beaten down in the back streets of Kamurocho. Hashiki was fatally wounded by the mole, but survived for another 3 weeks. That kept suspicion off Shono, and left practically no evidence. Only the most skilled killer could pull something like that off.
Or it was a fluke. We're still not
In
quite
other
sure.
words, the assassin you and Shono have been using.
Think you struck a nerve. You're a real crack detective, Yagami.
You know, I personally funded his time at law school. He never would have passed the bar without me.
Not
No shit.
the right time.
I'd say you made a
That's
good
good.
investment. Paying off in spades.
Do you mind? Kinda in the middle of something here.
Sorry.
I love their little moment there. So, you can continue to question Hamura right now. You can talk to these guys.
We can upgrade your abilities.
Or you can just leave.
The boring option.
Oh shit, I don't want to deal with these guys right now. Fuck this.
Dude, you had a white puppet talk to you.
Stukino can wait, it's fine.
That's the snake, right? That fat snake?
No, that's a Tsuchinoko. We already caught one of those, like... Fuck, it's been like 5 years, I think.
A long time ago.
You're doing good, Yagami. Just let me know if you need the instruments.
You know, you shouldn't say it like that. Just FYI.
Doc,
You sound like a
what
real
are you going
weirdo.
to ask next?
He's really excited about his
Who the
instruments,
mole
though.
is.
No,
Hamura's
you...
the only one who
his
knows his true identity.
Instruments.
Alright, let's get back to it.
So, where's your friend?
No clue. But he'll be here soon enough. All three of you are dead where you stand.
He
I'm
says the mole's on
rushing.
his way here.
Oh, is he now? I'd love to have a chat with the lad.
Keep dreaming, pal. He'd wipe the floor with your backcountry ass.
Enough, Hamura. Tell us who the mole is and how you started working with him. Have those instruments handy?
Coming right up.
That's
All right, I'll talk.
not how those...
Almost a shame.
Right?
I like when it's tool time.
No, but, Ryoya is
Who
very
is the
creative.
mole?
I'm learning a lot of things about home
At
improvement right
first,
now.
He was just an informant feeding off the chaos that breeds in a
I'm really looking forward to someone's fanfic of Tim the Toolman Taylor being a secret agent for the
Yep.
FBI.
He was trained by one of the best in the business.
His guests on the TV
Rose
show are all
departments after the
KGB
cops busted
agents.
his mentor.
Oh man.
And that made the mole the top guy in the biz. One of those situations where the student surpassed the master. Nobody could beat his intel. Could get his hands on anything you needed to. Guns, forged documents, you name it. Before long, we'd formed a nice little partnership. Started making a name for ourselves. Thinking about it, it's been about 20 years now.
We even had a gang tag.
And?
We were called the Hamura's Hobos.
Or its tools.
Oh shit, I've seen some of those guys posting
Once I
around.
got the gig as
Yeah,
captain
they
of the Matsugane
keep trying to link
family,
the goats
I
either.
started
Fucking
relying on
annoying.
them even more. Let me tell you, the guy could dispose of a corpse like it was the easiest damn thing in the
It
world.
is. Dig hole,
He had
shove
nerves
body
of
in,
steel.
bury.
And he's never even sworn up.
I've heard
Flash
stories
forward to a
about
couple
how
years ago,
you still have to deal
he
with the
said he was
smell
ready
if
to
you do
start
that,
doing
though.
hits. That's when my
Sure?
big chance finally came.
Glad you're just figuring this out, Yagami.
Honestly, I wasn't that big on the whole murder thing. But the dangerous shit's what really brings in the
Well,
cash.
it's more he's realized who
So, I started touting
Who
his services
started,
around the darker
or who
side
came up
of
with the idea
Kamurocho.
of being hitmen
Felt
for
like I
hire.
added a new dish to my menu.
This is no time for jokes, you fool.
What, you don't approve of my methods? This city will swallow you whole if you don't got the cash. And protecting the family name doesn't come cheap. You think Kaido could have toughed it out with all his swagger? We'd have vanished by now. But with enough money, who knows? We could have rode it to the top of the Tojo clan. Wasn't that always part of the dream, boss?
It was, yes. But not anymore.
That's so. That's funny, because Because I spent my entire life chasing that dream for you. The goal you fucking told me to strive for!
Yeah, well, you know what?
Let's
Things
get back
kind of
on
change,
topic,
and maybe
shall
after
we?
a few murders, you have a different aspect on life.
Tell me this. You started shopping the mole's services around.
It's really
What then?
easy to ruin
What
dreams, Hamura.
Yeah. There's a point in time where you wake up,
Wasn't long
Hamura.
till we got our first hit. Our mark was Hashki, vice director of the ADDC.
And Shono's the
This
one.
is where Yagami turns around and looks at Matsugani. He's like, "You're recording this, right? Like, you got your phone or something?" We're getting a confession from the co-conspirators slash
Guy by the name
associate of the murderer.
Don't worry, one of the
Short
instruments is
little
a
guy.
high fidelity
Always
recorder.
had this
Yeah,
creepy
I mean, I don't believe you.
smile on his face.
And I'm really disappointed that this
We
is
all
going
thought
on
this
with
was
no
gonna be a
recording
one-off.
software.
Didn't do much prying.
Everybody's got a
Never
smartphone,
even knew
for
why they
God's
wanted the
sakes.
guy dead.
You have a recording tool by default.
Did what we were asked.
They wanted him to die discreetly, though, right?
Pretty much. So he did. Ishimatsu took a real shine to us after that. A few months later, he was back with another job.
And that was?
Well, gathering test subjects for their 89 experiments. And disposing of the bodies.
You know, some hospitals and medical
So
centers
you
just
want me to
have
abduct these Curie guys? You
crematoriums
don't want
in
them
them.
dead.
That is correct.
Seems like you don't need to make it that big a deal.
And your reward
Yeah, but
is
I guess they want to keep it really under the table?
That makes no
Real
sense.
funny.
If you cremate them,
Last
That's
time
it.
it was 10 for a hit
Or
job.
maybe
Why give
ma-
us so
maybe
much more to kidnap a few
the ADDC
guys?
doesn't actually have one of those.
then they're
You
not
should
planning
ask that.
properly.
It could very well end up being more than just a few guys. We're
I
not quite sure how many we
Actually
might want.
think that might be the case.
Perhaps just one. Or maybe even 10 might not be
I don't
satisfactory.
know. It just seems like you might have like a furnace or something that you could
The key
toss
point
a couple
is,
bodies in.
we expect this to be a long-term partnership. Given the sensitive nature of this task, naturally we expect the utmost secrecy. I sincerely hope this 100 million conveys the importance of that.
What about the
The
Curie
camera
guys?
panned away so we
What
couldn't
happened to
see
them?
the special locking technique. It's one of
It's
those
unfortunately
like
likely
steel-proof
that they'll end up dead.
briefcases. So unlike 007.
Excuse me if this is presumptuous, but consider
If you
the
open it
amount
wrong,
of
there's a
offering,
flashbang
would
that
also
deploys.
cover the body disposal.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Or
it's
would
really
that
annoying.
cost extra?
Drop the fucking act, asshole! Where you getting that kind of money, huh? 100 mil just to kill one goddamn Yakuza?
I actually never said you needed to kill anyone. I only requested that you bring them to us. And then you would just dispose of the evidence.
I don't see where this is going. You think the Yakuza are your tool?
You don't understand.
normally, yeah,
My
actually,
hero
that's
is
how that works.
delivering the message. My employer, he's the root of all of this. And you have no idea how many billions of yen he has to ensure his objectives are achieved.
What?
If you pull that trigger right now, who knows how decisive the retribution might be.
It's a bluff, and then he shoots him.
Those billions could instead be shifted toward erasing you.
What was
I
that?
almost wish he did. I don't
Just
like this
think
guy.
Hamura's just like, I would
Oh,
cost like
you
25 million
survived.
tops, buddy.
Use your head, Captain Hamura.
I'm not a goddamn cop.
There's no escape. Once you agreed to meet with me today, you all but guaranteed your participation and your compliance.
That's not how that works, but okay.
So I strongly
I imagine
suggest
this is
you
one of
put the
those.
gun away.
As soon as you even
Does that
come
make
remotely close to hearing the details, you cannot leave without agreeing to this,
Disagree strongly.
or you're the first test subject.
Again, disagree strongly.
You guys are seriously that big, huh? Tell me more. Talk.
Allow me to answer your question. It's true that we have access to vast amounts of money, yes. But we're not the violent organization you think we are.
Morgan's changed.
Oh yeah? Who are you?
Ishimatsu's superior. The name's Ichinose. The only reason I'm
I've
choosing to show
developed
you my face
a weapon
is
to
because I've
surpass
decided to
Metal
trust
Gear.
you. And because I want you to understand how far we're willing to go to bring our plan to fruition.
What if 89 is actually a nanomachine, son?
My name's Shono, Captain.
I mean, they do
I'm
give an
currently
explanation
researching a
of
brand
what
new drug
89
called
is
89,
later.
A drug that could
So what
very
you're
well
saying
save
is that it's
Japan.
not nanomachines,
Or
it's
maybe
actually
even the world.
fox dye.
No, it's parasites.
New drug, huh?
So like fox dye.
The reality of the situation is, we are under intense pressure to complete our work on 89 expediently. To that end, Hamura-san, we'd like to ask for your assistance.
When you look to the briefcase and you go double it, then you walk away, a very rich man.
Ichinose. So the Ministry of Health is in on this too. It goes all the way
I
up.
kind of figured like
Maybe
it would be the
does.
case, though.
You familiar with the medical
Yeah.
institute?
Like it feels like Yagami sometimes is, I don't want to say flabbergasted,
Home to
but
the
like
ADDC.
he's discovering things that he should
Comfy place
already
where all
know
the health
by the time he
ministry
discovers
expects to
them.
go retire.
Well, I think
Well,
he
it just
had
so happens that
inklings
the guy
of this,
who
but
founded
like
it 20 years ago
nothing
was none
concrete
other than
linking the
Ichinose.
two.
Yeah,
But
but
now,
it
here's a confession.
just feels very much
He
like
rode that success all
Metal
the way
Gear
up to
Syndrome,
vice minister.
where everybody would always complain
In
about
other
how
words, his whole
Solid Snake would be
legacy's
like
riding
Metal
on the
Gear, like
ADDC.
everything was a question.
89's
Oh,
gotta
oh.
come out on top.
Right, so it's
That-
first
that-
to stay on top.
That might actually be a
And he's
symptom of
willing
like,
to murder to
oh,
make sure
and,
that
oh, we-
happens.
I'm not gonna
Yep.
say awkward, but awkward might be the
Ichinose
best
is
word.
not the
An
only
awkward
one profiting
translation.
either.
I don't
That's
know.
that's
Parties
kind of
involved,
how
all being promised
conversations
this
in
much
Japanese can
cash
go.
and that favor. If people have to die for 89 to succeed, so be it.
Man, I can't believe Hamura has been turned into one of their sales pitch people.
In the end, maybe it was my own incompetence that led Hamura down this path.
It's kind of okay, sure.
This shit got real serious real
Well,
quick. didn't
Matsugane
it?
does see himself
Way in
as
over our
like
heads.
a father figure to his family, so
Here's a question. Why'd you go after Kyorei guys for the experiments?
Just following Shono's orders.
Shono told you to?
Yep. He said there was a chance of the subject dying when we gave him the 89. Now, if regular old civilians started disappearing, that'd make the news in no time. But nobody'd notice a few missing Yakuza during a turf war. Only natural there'd be some casualties, yeah?
I guess so.
That wasn't the only reason, though. Shono said he didn't want to perform dangerous experiments on innocent civilians.
And those Kyorei bastards are usually the ones
What,
committing
these
crimes.
Yakuza deserve this somehow?
The Kajihira group was the one trying to shut down the ADDC to begin with. And the Kyorei were Kajihira's lapdogs. A couple of dead thugs didn't weigh on him too much.
so yeah, it's just retribution
Don't
for
shoot the messenger.
for trying to shut the
Shono's
whole
one
operation
who said
down.
it.
You'll keep talking if you know what's good for you. Unless you want to go back to the hard way, I'm all for it.
What else could you possibly want to know?
Actually, I've got one more thing.
That wasn't in the menu, Yagami.
Oh yeah?
You made it sound earlier like you weren't that involved in the killings. But that's not the whole truth, is it? In fact, I have something that shows you actively helped carry out the Kyorei killings.
So hey, this is fun. Remember all this evidence from chapter 1?
Take a look at this.
I've been holding this in my
Check
phone
this out.
forever.
Look familiar? It's camera footage of you abducting Kume. So tell me, Why'd you take the fall? They even got your face on tape. You're not usually that sloppy. Answer me.
No. Yeah.
That was right after we axed 2 Curie guys, one after another. They started catching on. Wouldn't go around town alone anymore.
Probably a smart move.
When you're marked that on guard, nobody's laying a hand on them. Not even a trained assassin. So the mole needed a hand. Someone he could trust to get the ball rolling. And that someone was me.
So what happened after you left Hamura?
My guy took Kume out the back. Loaded him in the trunk of a car. Took him to Shono. Just like all the other 89 tests.
To the ADDC?
No, not the center. I'm not sure where it is exactly. Someplace Shono and the moles set up.
So they carried out their human experiments in some kind of secret lab?
Suppose they did.
Then why'd they need to gouge the eyes
To
out?
make it look like it was a murder.
No clue. He never told me.
That's
Maybe
a
he wanted to
really
make it look
weird
like a
murder,
Yakuza
though.
killing.
Sure, but like it
Maybe
takes
the moles
it
just
takes
did some
all of the
shit.
eyes off of like not really intended, but it takes all of the perception off of anything the ADDC could be doing.
Keep the fucking pressure.
This is somebody going around stabbing people's eyes out. Like, why would you ever assume it has something to do with a dementia-seeking,
Next
cure-led
up,
group?
Shintani. He had nothing to do with the Curie clan, but you guys
I
still
never
used
actually
him as an
considered it that
89
way.
test subject. Or was there some other reason you had him killed?
Look, yeah,
Shintani's
I wrote
death.
this.
That
I
was
would
my
know.
fault.
Huh?
When we took care of Kume, I was the one on the hook for it. Let me tell you, ending up in the slammer for a murder you didn't do is scary shit. Made me think, wouldn't hurt to have some insurance.
Insurance?
Talked to Shintani before the trial, and told him this. If the pieces fall into place and I hang for this, look into Shono at the ADDC.
So you told him about the deal you made with Ichinose?
Not exactly. Shono was the only name I mentioned. But if anyone found out I spilled the beans to Shintani, well, I'd be betraying the cause. So I told the bastard, only go digging if shit really hits the fan.
Why did he call Shono if he knew it was that important to you? Why'd he start digging it up?
Beats me.
Because Shintani was kind of
Got a pretty
stupid.
good theory, though.
Yeah,
Wanna hear?
Yeah, do tell.
more or less it boils down to that.
I guess he didn't want to let you hog all the glory.
Huh?
He might have won my trial, but you're the one who found the key evidence. Shintani got recognition, sure, but it was only by association.
And Yagami
Nobody
dies
said
of
it, but
depression
they all
for
knew.
leading
You did
his
the real work.
friend.
But even
I
then,
use that term
you
loosely
didn't stop
to his
trying to
death.
show up the poor guy.
Yagami
Right when
was
the trial
too
came to a
good at
close,
being a
there
detective/lawyer.
you were,
That has been the
hunting
source of
real
all of
killer
his pain.
down. How do you think Shintani felt, sitting around waiting for you to stumble onto the truth?
I mean, probably pretty relaxed. Didn't
Can't
really have to work
imagine he
too
was
hard.
sleeping well.
He did hire Yagami
You might as well let this mole
to
shit
do
go.
that.
Think this is some kind of Yakuza pissing contest, do ya? Come on. The mole is way bigger than you know.
Shintani wanted to find the truth before you did. Wanted to earn his time in the sun.
And that's why he called the ADDC? To investigate the killings himself?
That's my theory. Can't back it up, though. Either way, the end result was the same. Ichinose found out Shintani was trying to get in touch with Shono. Signed his own death sentence. I'm sure it was plain as day that I was the guy who put him on the right trail.
X-Kid.
So, I had no choice but to silence Shintani. I even paid for the job out of my own pocket. And when it came to setting up a fall guy, we picked Ayabe. First, we got his gun. The mole was the one who used it to kill Shintani.
No, seriously, Matsugane, are you recording this?
He replaced the one bullet he fired, got rid of any traces that he used it, and put it back in Ayabe's holster.
What?
That meant that the bullet found in the body would have the rifling marks from his gun. Which meant it was an unshakable fact that Shintani was shot with Ayabe's weapon.
Yes, but it has a full
But we
clip.
replaced the bullet, so therefore...
Therefore, someone should...
Someone else shot the gun. If you had said we didn't replace the bullet, said there was one bullet missing, boom, okay, yeah, he did commit a murder.
Yeah, otherwise, something fishy's going on.
Although, what if we caught the mole, and then forced you to testify in the trial?
What was that? What's wrong?
Smells like something's burning.
What?
Must be the
My
Indian.
boys must have finally decided to show up. You really want to meet the mole? Now's your chance.
Matsugane-san, we gotta go.
You too.
Get
I was really hoping you'd just say, can I plug him first?
I'm gonna go ahead and suggest you let me walk away, boss. If I give the order, the family will fall back. At least then you'd live. Isn't that what you want?
That's enough! If this Ministry of Health business is true, you're nothing more than a pawn to them.
When the
From where
old
they
man
stand,
who's
I'm sure
keeping
you
his
could be
gun
replaced.
2 feet away from a potential murderer,
Oh, I don't know about that.
I don't think his
You're an
grip
idiot.
is all the best.
Hamura.
Huh?
Come on.
Hamura walks on stage, happy birthday to you.
It's the Matsugane! They went and started a fire downstairs. I've been waiting for this. Captain! Oh, Marase. How many they got? Captain!
Why is this a thing he would have ever agreed to?
I don't think he agreed to it.
But why would you do it?
Yeah, I don't know why he would run closer to everybody.
Yeah.
Hey! How did you pull off turning my family into goddamn terrorists?
Just shoot him now. Oh man, is Doki in there?
Maybe.
Can't believe that guy still professionally wrestles.
Yo! Let's crack some heads!
No, actually what you should do is wait outside, because you're burning the building.
Gotta go, Matsugane-san.
Yeah, you're literally smoking them out.
Hamura to me.
No, let us do hard physical activity. That way we can breathe heavily. That is also a really bad idea if you know anything about gasoline on fires.
I don't imagine these guys are very smart.
That's not even... No. It's just a bad idea.
Don't just stand there! Help me, you fucks! Talk. Do whatever you can to keep them away.
Yeah, in the middle of a fight here.
So, hey, it's time for a short little escort mission where we gotta protect Matsugane.
Can you attack Hamura?
No.
It's not the right answer. Yeah.
So, I wanted to see if there was a special EX move for holding one of those, like, pieces of wood, but there isn't. If you do hit someone with fire, though,
I can't believe you just murdered those guys.
Yeah, they had it coming. If you do hit someone with a burning piece of wood, you will light them on fire. Like that.
I just want you to know that technically you're like probably the biggest murderer this city's ever had, because none of these people are getting out alive.
You know, I'm gonna say this is self-defense on Yagabi's part, and they're the ones who chose to come in here.
I'm pretty sure this counts as manslaughter, but alright. You threw that guy specifically in the fire.
Look, I missed the fire. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, you missed the fire as you've now gone into the next room and conveniently can't look over there. I
don't know why the game wouldn't let me go.
Yeah, it's probably because you had that flaming stuff.
I mean, I walked through with the flaming lumber anyway.
Yeah, but, you know, probably like item grabs or whatever. Anyways, I also think it's really dumb that Matsugane keeps getting closer to you. Like, dude, just wait down in the corner. It's fine. I get it.
Yeah,
like, I get how it's supposed to be, like, you know, escort quest basically and all that, but seriously, there's no reason for this to ever, for them to ever get closer to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chalk that up to video gamey escort logic behavior.
Yeah, well, it's dumb. What are you gonna do? Lockpick that door?
No, actually, yes.
You okay, Doc?
That's fine. We have the key from
It is so
chapter
dumb.
6.
It's so
yeah, I know.
dumb.
I hate it. I hate
The
it.
fact that it damages you too is super dumb.
Seriously, buy that skill that just lets you remember which key goes to which door once you've used them once.
I'll handle this. Stay back.
That's not
Anyone
what
who's playing along. Alright. Now we get to fight Ozaki again.
And I hate how fake these movies have become when the fire is on them before you even hit them. Just poor animation work.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
Also, I'm gonna admit, I really wish that was a one-hit kill if you got him into the exploding pile of exploding fire death.
I feel like that should be a one-hit KO too, yeah.
At least, like, have him be on fire permanently now.
Well, we gotta move on to the next. We gotta move on to the next phase of the fight.
Man, this is just like. I'm blacking on it for no reason. You know what I'm talking about. Tekken. There.
Oh. I thought you were gonna say a boss from Yakuza 1.
No, this is exactly Tekken. Broke the floor.
Yeah, no, that. Yeah, it's a very Tekken thing.
Yeah. Like,
I appreciate him just backing into the fire.
He takes so little damage.
Yeah, being on fire in this game is really more of a damage over time thing.
I mean, it should be, but it should affect you like a lot harsher than it is.
Yeah.
Maybe have them like try to run out or, you know, put the fire out, because he seems pretty chill with this right now. I mean, he's throwing a little bit of a tantrum, but other than that... Were you trying to tiger drop him?
Maybe, but he was about to do his mortal blow, so fuck that.
Nah, I think you were trying to do your tiger drop, and it just happened to take him longer to attack. Aw, come on, you suck at fighting against them too?
Son of a...
He's a lot more effective when he has his men with him.
Everybody's more effective when they fight Yagami.
You okay?
Matsugane-san?
I'm glad that the 3, 4, 7, 12 other guys didn't want to stop our friend there. Go away clean.
Oh no, not again.
Oh, fuck.
Is that the mole? Don't!
So, do you think he shot once or 3 times?
I think he only shot once.
Wow. I don't think you understand video
Oh wait, no,
game
never
logic.
mind. He did shoot 3 times.
Yeah, of course.
Hold on.
I just thought that was a triple take.
Again, you don't understand video game logic. I just want to point out, he's shot probably at least 8 times.
Break this asshole!
He's probably got like 1 or 2 more bullets.
Considering what missile that is? I mean, maybe it's a P-226. I don't think it is. But...
How many bullets can that hold?
I mean, depends on a lot of stuff. I forget how much a P-226 can hold. Plus, it depends on like what caliber it is.
Why did you?
A lot of stuff to it.
After all I did.
So that was the mole, right?
I like how nobody is sure who this guy is. I mean, would it matter? You're dying.
You knew too much.
Yeah, but I always envisioned I would be killed by someone
You're too damn
cool.
soft. You didn't have to protect me.
When I heard what you said,
Hamura, you're like a son to me.
I knew you were right. This is all
My fault.
my fault.
Son of a bitch.
No, it's not.
I wasn't.
Are you really gonna argue with me as I'm dying?
And because of that, you had to protect the family by crossing the line. There were signs, of course. I wasn't ignorant. I looked the other way. And just never asked where the money came from. It was easier that way. I'm not going to blame you for all of that.
Just most of it.
You just did what you had to.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, not like this.
I always wanted to be the one to kill you.
I wanted to make up for. It was the only way.
You old fool. You didn't need to go that far.
I only did.
Just kiss already.
Father would have.
Masagane-san!
Just hold on.
Doc, my boy. This is it for me. Hurry
I
up.
mean, it's probably it for you because these 2 dorks haven't tried anything again on you.
All the smoke can't be helping either.
Well, probably not yet.
The mole is Kuroiwa. Now you know the truth. Kuroiwa is the one you want.
Oh, thanks for revealing this now.